Atlantic Coast Conference dating back to the early 1950s. 109th meeting all time. They first played in 1888, but when the ACC expanded and went to two separate divisions, these teams were placed in different divisions. They weren't scheduled to play in conference every year, so they decided to schedule a couple of non-conference games to keep the rivalry going more frequently. They played a non-conference game in 2019 as well. North Carolina received the opening kickoff after Wake Forest deferred. It is a touchback, and here's Molly McGraw. Their motto, as you know, Molly, this year is good to great. They've been good. They're hoping that this is a breakthrough season. Here's Ty Chandler. The ball came out at the end of the run, and Wake Forest believes it has it, and the Demon Deacons do. Travion Red recovered the fumble on the first play of the game.
To come out, that was the question. Ruling on the field with stands. That's what they went with.
It wasn't confirmed, just not enough evidence to overturn it. Sam Hartman on target to Jaquari Roberson, to the defensive play by Smenda, who ripped the ball out. There's the long mesh, something they're known for. There's Sam Hartman running, flag down. Hartman out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 3. They brought 20 starters back from last year's team. They're not surprised by their success. Time for Hartman. Running out of time, and he gets taken down at the 9-yard line by Tamon Fox.
Hold up. Sam Hartman nowhere to go with the football.
3rd and goal from the 9. Hartman throws incomplete, trying to get it to A.T. Perry. Kyler McMichael, the Clemson transfer, in coverage. Skiba has made 89.7% of his kicks in his career, 2nd all time. And he improves on that percentage by making a 27-yarder.
Execution. We'll see both of those actions today.
North Carolina running its second play. They turned it over on the first. Chandler had a very nice transition to North Carolina from Tennessee. And Carolina going with quick tempo. 3 minutes in. They love quarterback draw, and Howell loves to run it. He's across midfield to the Wake 46 with a first down. Battled the Irish all the way to the end. It's a Carolina team that's had a disappointing year, but they feel they've played well lately. Howell stayed on his feet, apparently, got away from Luigi Villain, and he has a first down. Pounds. Loves the weight room. They have to kick him out of the weight room. Here he comes on a design run. He lowers his shoulder and scores. He just ran over Nick Anderson on his way to the end zone for the 7th time this year.
Well, it was a great fake. I mean, he did a great job of selling it, drawing the defense in, and then here's the power at the end. He's not a make-you-miss guy. He's a make-you-pay guy if you come up to tackle him. He's gonna put the pain on you. He influenced the defensive end, the linebacker, and then the toughness at the end of the run by Sam Howell.
My goodness. Extra point good by Grayson Atkins.
This possession.
Lined up across from one of the tight ends, Blake Whiteheart. Now 3rd and 15. More time for Hartman. Down the middle is a man wide open. First down to the 45. Jaquari Roberson, their leading receiver. Expectations on this team. It has a young nucleus. They're 4-4. Whiteheart, the tight end, was open in the flat. The Demon Deacons on the move. They're at the Tar Heel 14, 1st and 10.
Lighting it up for Michigan State this year.
Left via the transfer portal. Lots of time for Hartman. Dumps it down, and a good tackle to prevent the first down. Of course, Conley made the tackle on Blake Whiteheart at the 6. Receivers in the country. 3 straight 100-yard games coming in. Hartman's looking at him. Hartman's looking at the end zone and gets there.
I think he could have thrown it to Perry. I think he had a step on the defender, but Perry just kept running to the back of the end zone. The defender went with him, and Sam Hartman saw grass to the end zone. Good decision by Hartman, matching the running ability of Sam Howell. As we take a look at the replay from the Progressive Pylon Camp.
A 6-yard touchdown run for the redshirt sophomore from Charlotte, Sam Hartman.
He's been a much better runner this year too. You know, I remember seeing him as a freshman, 170.
They're transitioning from that older core to these talented young recruiting classes that they've had.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be a problem on a team when you have younger guys who are taking over for older guys. One of the leading receivers in the country. It stayed with a steady dose of the run game to start this one. DJ Jones stopped. Ohio State and Cincinnati. Hartman taken down, another sack. Back at the 25-yard line, Javari Ritzie, backup defensive end.
But the pressure so far early in this game has been a little bit different.
Carolina rushed only 3. Hartman throws an interception. Cameron Kelly takes it back for the Tar Heels.
That's intercepted by number 9, Cameron Kelly for the Tar Heels.
Cameron Kelly is right here, number 9. He is just going to read the eyes of the quarterback, Sam Hartman. Watch as he drops. Eyes are on the quarterback because he's playing zone, not man, and cuts right in front of that throw at the seam and makes the interception.
And just the 4th thrown by Hartman in this game, 9 of the year for Wake Forest. Howell is a man down the seam. First down, 12-yard line. Beautiful throw to Ty Chandler, who's an excellent receiver out of the backfield. 70 catches this year. Howell, quarterback draw again. Howell again into the end zone. Forest coach told us yesterday, to me, the game comes down to, can we tackle Sam Howell? So far, they haven't.
Well, one thing is for sure, you're not going to tackle him. Really over 800 yards if you take sack yardage out of the equation.
Christian Turner is the running back for Wake Forest. All 3 running backs have touched the ball now. He got banged out of bounds, but it's a first down. He passed T.J. Yates to become the all-time leader in passing yardage. Hartman on target. Another first down to the 50-yard line. Good catch by the Stanford transfer, Donald Stewart. 3rd down and 8. And it's a run call by Coach Ruggiero.
Wow. And
Ellison got very close to the line to make. Doesn't look like he got it from here.
Going for it, or at least showing it.
And they snap it quickly, and Ellison gets there.
Back. A little different look. Here's the post.
Off the play, fake, up for grabs, and incomplete. Looked like Jaquari Roberson was going to have a touchdown, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be a long field goal and into a little bit of a cool breeze. Hartman has room as he leaves the pocket. He didn't want to slide, and he took a hit on his shoulder and bounces right back up. Complex Wake Forest offense, which is running a play on 1st and 10. Sam Hartman, corner of the end zone. Catch is made by Jaquari Roberson for a touchdown. He is 9th all-time at Wake Forest in that category. Already a 4th lead change of the game, and Nick Skiba makes it 17-14.
Speed slot receiver.
Wake coaches think he's the best receiver they've faced this year. Hard to argue. Howell just refusing to go down. Finally, they drive him back. None so far today. They bring a blitz. It's a screen, and well defended by Wake Forest as they drop it for a loss. It was Garrett Walston on a tight end screen, and Gavin Holmes blew it up. Brown will go for it on 4th down and 7.
Could be a pooch kick too.
Howell did that last week, not this time. He fires for a first down. There's Josh Downs with his first catch of the game for a 4th down conversion, a 15-yard pickup. Loss at Virginia Tech, and it's almost as if immediately vanished from the Heisman landscape. That might have been premature. Ty Chandler inside the 5 and down at the 1-yard line. He broke a couple of tackles and nearly scored. He settled for 19 yards. Ty Chandler, touchdown, North Carolina. Nice drive. Extra point good by Grayson Atkins.
See if they can get some.
Do you do all your own research? Hartman fires over the middle, and it's caught for a first down by A.T. Perry, featured ball carrier, and obviously that's worked out very well for him and for Michigan State. But this three-headed monster running back has emerged as a Heisman Trophy candidate at Michigan State. Pressure off the corner. Hartman to the end zone. A one-handed catch by A.T. Perry. Couldn't get free from Cameron Kelly, so he said, all I need is one arm. And it's a 32-yard touchdown.
Snatched the football with his left.
Well, he was trying to make the argument that he was being interfered with by Perry. 2 sacks now this year, among the worst in the country, 126th in the nation out of 130. And Howell might go down again. And he will, back at the 15-yard line.
Situational football, situational defense, third down defense. Can you get off the field?
Hartman has a man. Good catch on a throw behind Donald Stewart. Number 9, Wake Forest, trying to remain undefeated. Up by 3. Hartman not on the same page with Perry. And it was Storm Duck again in coverage. Week played sparingly against Duke after missing the previous 3 games. 3rd down and 1. Howell keeps it and cannot escape Rondell Boythroyd.
What a play by Boythroyd. He tackled both guys. He tackled the running back and the quarterback at the mesh point. I mean, here he is right here. He's just going to get right into the backfield and make the play. Follows the tackle down and grabs both guys, pulls them to the ground. Had a little help.
Time to go down and score. They don't want to leave any time for North Carolina if they give the ball back. Christian Beal Smith found a crease and found Carolina territory. More from Charlotte. They line up very quickly. They caught the Tar Heels by surprise. Hartman the keeper for the first down.
And going with the quick count for the sneak and the first down.
Hartman throwing deep. Morin's open and has a touchdown. He got behind 3 Tar Heel defenders. Lead.
Well, Morin's right here. He's going to run to the post. The guy that is going to get fooled is this backside safety. Watch Sam Hartman with his eyes look to the left, hold that safety over there, and then by the time he breaks, it's too late. He ran past the corner, and the backside safety was watching the eyes of the quarterback, and a beautiful throw by Sam Hartman.
3 touchdown passes in the half for Hartman. Skiba's extra point is good. That's 25 for the season. It's to make the playoff, according to the All-State playoff predictor.
Well, all Wake Forest can worry about is taking care of their own business, which is winning games. The same thing you would say for Cincinnati. All they can do is win the games that are in front of them. Oh, they execute.
Howell to Antoine Green for 11. Howell bounces outside and wisely runs out of bounds at the 45-yard line and on the field. So 1st and 10, 31 seconds to go. Howell launching one deep up into the breeze. Lots of contact and flags fly. It was nearly intercepted by Nasir Greer. And they might be flagging Isaiah Wingfield for pass interference. The crowd thinks so.
You know, looking at the flags.
Penalty in the previous spot. First down.
Looking at the flags here, he's throwing this ball into the wind. The ball hung up on Sam Howell a little bit, but there's the contact clearly by Wingfield.
A lot tougher down the stretch here. NC State, which is a top 20 team next. Then they go to Clemson. Then to Boston College. Howell has a man open. Downs looked like he was surprised there was nobody around him when he turned. Every start, every game of his career, 33 straight games with a touchdown pass, longest active streak in the country. He's blitzed. He throws a little too far for Josh Downs.
Of sorts for this Wake Forest defense in the red zone.
Grayson Atkins kicks a 31-yard field goal as time expires in the first half. And 55 points on the board.
Versions, first one out of the gate here. North Carolina chance to get off the field.
And they're 5th in the country on 3rd down, but they won't convert on that one. After the play fake, Howell throwing deep, single coverage, and it is caught. What a catch by Justin Olson.
Justin Olson is the guy they like, who can make the contested catches. A starting outside receiver. They're looking for other guys to emerge to take pressure off of the slot receiver, Josh Downs. Beautiful throw and catch. That's good coverage. I mean, that's good coverage by Gavin Holmes as the inmost receiver of a 3-receiver set.
Looking at him, it is broken up. Again, Wake Forest knew that's where they were going. So we'll give up a lot of yards, but we think red zone defense is very important. They are good at it. They force a field goal by Atkins.
Defending and taking away the deep throws from this Wake Forest offense in that overtime loss.
Justice Ellison, the ball carrier. Well, Syracuse is a 5-win team. One's been in the win column.
Yeah.
The Clemson game, they had a chance at the end. Could be a much better year for the Harvard of Central New York. Hartland carries.
Every time he caught the ball was for a touchdown, including the game winner.
He had 146 receiving at Army. Nice catch made by A.T. Perry right on cue.
Now Devontae Gordon, the right tackle, definitely moved, but if he moved in reaction to a defender coming across the line, it's going to be offsides against North Carolina.
That looked to be what happened from our vantage point.
Offside. Defense number 25. 5-yard penalty. The penalty results in a first down.
Came in Rucker. Various Conley, number 0, jumped. Pump fake. Hartman trying to go deep for more. Lots of pumping. He still made the catch. Wow, have we seen some grabs today with defenders draped all over receivers.
Is running.
2nd and 10. They're in field goal range. Wake Forest leading by 4. They run a quarterback draw. Effectively so. Touchdown, Sam Hartman.
Much pressure on them because, you know, they're going to run the football and they're committed to running the football. But as soon as you get too aggressive on the run, they're going to throw it over your head. And they've got outstanding receivers.
And didn't get in the playoff. And not a funny one. Howell pulls it down. Getting closer and closer to the all-time total offense mark. Christian Turner for a first down. And you and I have talked about this before. Is there a thing that we've talked about all day long? It is indicative of a well-coached team. They don't turn it over. They don't commit penalties. They have a man wide open. They have beautiful play design. Perry stumbled a bit. Will they catch him? He dives for the pylon and scores. There's a flag back near the line of scrimmage along the near sideline.
Again, this is what they do with their play action, this slow mesh. They dare you to be aggressive. They dare you to come up and be tough against the run. Watch this safety as this fake takes so long, he just can't help himself but to come up. And as soon as he takes 2 steps up, A.T. Perry runs right by him, and that's an easy throw and catch for Wake Forest. They just continue to do the same thing, and when you get too aggressive or get out of position, Sam Hartman makes you pay, as we see it from the progressive pylon cam.
We sure do. Soaring to the pylon cam. 66-yard play, 35 after the catch, and that gives A.T. Perry his 4th straight 100-yard receiving game.
You also have to take into consideration and have serious discussions about how many games you want to play, player safety, player health, the academic calendar.
Here's Ty Chandler. They need a big play, and Carolina gets one.
For North Carolina, it's a veteran group, and they're very athletic. They can move their feet.
Leading the way for Chandler. Another good run. They're sticking with the ground game, even down by 18 now. Biggest deficit either team has faced today. 12 plays more than almost any other team in the country on defense, because the offense gets off the field so fast. Howell juggling catch. Inside the 30-yard line, it's Kamari Morales, the tight end. 10,429 yards of total offense for Howell, 6 more than Williams. Already the all-time passing yardage leader. Trying to throw a touchdown pass, and he does. Antoine Green the catch. First touchdown pass of the day for Sam Howell. And that is 34 straight games with a TD throw, all 34 of his career, extending the longest active streak in college football. Center. Now be Atkins. This is still an important point. Gets him within 11.
Backs in 4th quarters.
Hartman. Nice move after the catch. Keyshawn Williams, the freshman from Philadelphia. With players, it's about we, not me. Sam Hartman. And it looks like he has a first down. And to be clear, he didn't say that about Kenneth Walker.
No, that fake the inside zone read, influence the defense, and keep the football.
Hartman got hit up high, stayed on his feet, throws a punt down the field. Boy, he threw that a long way in the air, almost 60, 65 yards.
You should start really talking seriously about it in November, because that's when the games that really matter come up. And he is playing outstanding football on an undefeated football team.
We've seen that he's a running threat as well. Very accurate, doesn't turn it over much. Makes a great decision to run here. There is a flag down. 2 Tar Heels collide out of bounds on the far sideline. Be a 42-yard try. And it is good. Playoff top 25, and then the nightcap of the Champions Classic, Kentucky and Duke. Great way to start college hoop season. Deep throw for Olsen, and it's broken up. Jasir Taylor.
Wake Forest.
DJ Jones carried for 7. Howell, quick pass and down, slipped down. And got hit by Zion Keefe. The crowd didn't like that either.
A lot in high school, but he is running the football a lot.
And as Sam Howell also said, last year when they had NFL players at running back in depth at running back, they didn't need to run Howell.
Right.
He throws for a first down to Antoine Green. Saw the freshman Gavin Holmes with that left-handed wrist already wrapped up. He did bend it very awkwardly. Howell enough to move the chains on the completion to Kamari Morales.
Oh boy. If this goes, hopefully this will be against both teams and not one.
Number 2 on the defense. It's number 2's first. Sportsmanlike conduct foul. Penalty's 15 yards. First down.
I mean, it was Ty Chandler and the defender. I mean, it was 2 guys. They both were involved. You always say, well, it's always the second guy who gets caught. To me, that should be unsportsmanlike both ways.
And Chandler could not escape. Excellent penetration by Miles Fox.
Last year, but this is a better Wake Forest team this year that we're dealing with.
4 down territory, you would think. That's a moot point as Chandler's in the end zone. Tough run by Ty Chandler. 14 yards, and it is a one-score game with a long way to go in Chapel Hill. Knock this extra point through. NFL extra point try, and he nailed it. Excellent kicker, transfer from Furman. Wake is 6 out of 13 on third down. Hartman stepped up in the pocket, throws an interception. Picked off by Kelly again, and he brings it back to the 21-yard line.
Well, for the second time in a row, Cam Kelly, they're in zone defense. 3rd and long. Cam Kelly is going to be the top of the right of your screen. He's got eyes on the quarterback. He's the outside defender, and he just cuts right in front of the intended receiver. When you play zone, you eyes the quarterback. When you play man, your eyes are on the receiver. And for the second time in this ball game, Cam Kelly, reading the eyes of Sam Hartman, picks him off, and this time returns it deep into North Carolina territory, or into Wake Forest territory.
Chandler with blockers. Ty Chandler, another touchdown. For the tie, Grayson Atkins. When you think about that 2-point play that North Carolina scored on, they got called back for a questionable holding call. 3 touchdown runs, a career high for Ty Chandler.
They pull the center, they pull the tackle. Now watch the tackle. You want to see some athleticism. Watch 74, Jordan Tucker. He gets all the way to the safety ahead of the back to get a block. I mean, they just caved that side. Now look at this big man get down the field and get right into the safety. And Ty Chandler into the end zone again. Into the game, Wake Forest +10 in turnover margin. One of the best in the country. And they're -1 in the ball game so far today. Hartman hits his pass on 1st down. A lot of time left for sure.
Gemmel. Under 10 minutes to go. Wake Forest trying to continue the best start in school history. Here's Justice Ellison down the sideline and shoved out of bounds. Inside the 40, they'll mark it at the 36. They likely need to reclaim the lead here and go on and win. Ellison, the freshman, thrust into the spotlight without Christian Beal-Smith.
Tried the hard count again.
4-man rush. They're throwing, and it gets batted down. Raymond Vohasek in the middle of that defensive line.
In the ball game, they've got this Wake Forest defense on their heels a little bit.
3rd down and 4. What do you expect? Quarterback draw. And it's a 1st down. I'm a little surprised that Wake Forest wasn't a bit more prepared for that. I mean, they love that play in key situations. 19 penalties accepted in this game combined. Here's some more trickery. Downs back to Howell. Zings one for a 1st down. Antoine Green. Fouls thrown for 216. Rushed for 102. Chandler has already scored 3 times. Ty Chandler inside the 15. 3 minutes to go. Undefeated Wake Forest in trouble. Nothing doing for Chandler. All right, Kevin, Mac Brown has sent the field goal team out to try to take the lead. 25-yard attempt by Grayson Atkins. Excellent field goal kicker. And right down the middle. Second and 10. They have not scored here in the 4th quarter. Hartman on the run. Catch made that time by Roberson with just enough for a 1st down. Hartman throws way too high for more, and they had 2 men covering. Led by Tony Grimes. A great matchup. Let's see if Wake Forest tries to go in that direction. Hartman's looking that way. He lofts it up for Perry. Incomplete. Ball floated into that breeze. And Carolina takes it over on downs.
Big moment.
Penalty takes him back to the 50. Chandler breaking tackles. What a game for Ty Chandler. Into the end zone for the 4th time.
Yards rushing as a team for North Carolina against this Wake Forest defense. The offensive line asserting themselves. Take a look at this last touchdown run. Obviously, Wake Forest has got to gamble a little bit, right? They got to bring linebackers. Watch the right guard and the right tackle just collapse those 2 blitzers inside, and a big hole for Ty Chandler. And then broken tackles of his own. And this guy has had a career day, running with strength, running with vision, running with passion, and North Carolina extends their lead.
Wow. Wake had an 18-point lead with just under 5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wake Forest, because of the penalty, is going to get the ball with excellent field position. Blake Whitehart stopped at the right time.
Just get a couple stops. That's right.
And they did today. That stop, the 2 interceptions by Kelly, huge for the North Carolina defense. Hartman down the middle. Roberson down at the 20.
I mean, the clock will stop again momentarily if you convert a 1st down, but you got to score as quick as possible.
Hartman faked it to Ellison. Hartman throws, and it's caught for a touchdown by Roberson. Looked like he might have gotten away with a little shove to get free as the ball was on the way. 14 yards and a touchdown.
Roberson is the guy I think you need to work. He's got inside coverage by the safety Conley, and the other safety Morrison not able to get over the top to help in time. That's a beautiful throw by Sam Hartman.
2nd touchdown. He's over 100 yards receiving, 111 on 7 catches. Extra point good against North Carolina by any opponent. Skiba has it teed up. Onside kick. It goes out of bounds.
Well, that was done intentionally. You know, that was Garrett Walston, the graduate senior tight end.
Carolina snaps it one more time. So the perfect season is out the window for Wake Forest. They've never been 8-0. They still have not been 9-0, and it won't happen this year.